Welcome to the 3SN Road to the Final Four podcast series, breaking down all those conference tournaments on the way to the big dance to see who will be dancing and who will be dancing by themselves. Because before we can fill that field of 68, we got to get through those conference tournaments. Tonight, we want to look at the Mid-Eastern Athletic Conference, the MEAC. They shocked the world last year when 15-seeded Norfolk State took down the 2-seed Missouri Tigers in the first round of the NCAA tournament last year. Many experts thought Missouri should have been a number 1 seed even, yet the Cinderella Spartans struck. They have now begun an encore performance, honestly. They went 20-10 this year, and they went a perfect 16-0 in conference this year on the way to the number 1 seed in the MEAC tournament. They're the overwhelming favorites to get the automatic bid yet again from the MEAC. Norfolk State did have a rough stretch, though, back in December. They lost 5 straight games, 4 of which were by double figures. But they haven't lost since, rattling off 15 straight wins entering the tournament. Junior Pendarvis Williams has stepped up this year. He's the team's leader, and he's responded with 14 points per game average in about 33 minutes every game. What impresses me most is his consistency. He won't put up 30 points one game and then 5 points the next. No, he gets 10 to 20 points every time he goes on the court. In fact, he's only scored in single digits once this year. And that was a 9-point game against Delaware State. So since the new year, he's been lights out and consistent. And he also shoots 40% from beyond the arc, so he can go inside, he can go outside. He's shot over 50% each of the last 5 games from downtown. That's unheard of. You can't be that consistent. I think he's going to have a huge tournament, and combine that with the big play of their freshman big man, Rasheed Gaston. The newcomer from Warren, Ohio, has provided the down-low presence that they lost maybe from last year's team. They have the pieces, really, to make a big run through the MEAC tournament and possibly to another NCAA victory. The North Carolina Central Eagles are the only other team that I think has a chance to beat the Spartans. They went 22-8 this year, 15-1 in conference, and their only loss in the conference came at Savannah State in a low-scoring game, 44-36. Yeah, that's right. NC Central and Norfolk State, they didn't play each other this year. It's kind of odd, but that's just kind of the way the season worked out, I guess. The Eagles have a trio of prolific scorers in their arsenal. Jeremy Ingram especially, Stanton Kidd, and Ray Willis. Ingram leads the way with 16 points per game, shooting over 40% from downtown. Willis averages 12 points per game, Kidd 14 points per game, and 7 rebounds each time. Beyond those 3, though, scoring comes at a premium. They need to find a 4th scorer. If they do, there's very little doubt that I think NC Central will go and get the upset win over Norfolk State and get the automatic bid. I really think that 4th scorer needs to be their point guard, Emmanuel Chapman. He leads the team with 6 assists per game, but the junior only puts up about 4.5 points per game. He needs to look to score a bit more, I think. He's great at setting up the trio of shooters, but he needs to be a threat to score himself if they want to make the team a tournament threat as a whole. If he does, especially, I think that there's an easy chance for the Eagles to go and knock off Norfolk State. But I will give the edge to the experience, especially when the Spartans and Eagles haven't played each other this year. I'll give a team that has more depth and more balance. I'll give the team that makes it to the tournament this year to the team with tournament experience last year. And I think Norfolk State will be probably a 15 or 16 seed yet again. And who knows, it's very likely that they could shock the world yet again. Well, that's it for the MEAC preview on the Road to the Final Four special. Follow us on Twitter at 3S Network and on our website, 360 Sports Network, for all of your updates leading to Selection Sunday as we help make your bracket be the very best it can. For 3SN, I'm James Hotson. Have a good night.